breaks my heart. It does break my heart. Alright, welcome. It's another Saturday afternoon chat just because I have time and I don't know what I'm doing later. So just in case I get into something wild and crazy on a Saturday night, I figured we would do this now. Even though by the time you watch this, it might be Saturday night, but hey. Okay, I'm sure you've heard by now. I think it was, a week ago today, I was away and I heard the news that Sugar Bear and Mama June from Honey Boo Boo are split. They've split because Sugar Bear supposedly was trolling for chicks on the internet. And I pulled this just from this morning. This is another update from our great friends at TMZ. These photos that I'm about to show you are before they split, and this probably caused part of it, but of course TMZ had it. This is Sugar Bear Big Pimpin' in Georgia. These are exclusive from TMZ. Check it out. Check out the honey. Look at Sugar Bear. He's wild. He's a crazy guy. He was riding the bull with a very hot chick who was at the Macon, Georgia bar celebrating her 21st birthday. Even better. TMZ broke the story that June pulled the plug after she got Sugar Bear trolling online trolling an online dating website. We're told that Sugar Bear was at a bar with an older woman but traded up when the birthday girl spotted him and asked him to party with her and her friends. Come on, you and I both know she's only with it because she knows it's Sugar Bear, and it's freaking Sugar Bear. Hey, who knows? Maybe Sugar Bear has more than me. As far as TMZ knows, the bar is where it all ended, and Mama June was nowhere near the bowl. But here is another photo that they posted for us. This is Sugar Bear with some more ladies. Sugar Bear is the man. Sugar Bear is the man, and this guy over here that just walked out here, what do you think?
Sugar Bear has to have a huge penis.
He thinks that Sugar Bear has a huge penis.
Why,
I mean,
why else would he be with these other chicks?
I know, check out these chicks. I mean, this one, like, I still down, like, this is because it was her 21st birthday. Yeah, she realized it was the dude from Honey Boo Boo, so of course she wanted to ride a bull. I have a feeling nothing was going on there, and then, you know, with these chicks, that could just be a fan photo for all we know. So, my opinion is that Mama June is just overrating this whole situation. Sugar Bear may have a large penis, but we don't know. We can't prove that. I mean, but good for him. Like, yeah, show the camera.
Like this right here, size. Look at the size of this, right? Look at that. Look at that right there. That's Sugar Bear right there. That's Sugar Bear.
It's quite possible.
That's a double-hander. That's a double-hander.
It's quite possible. Wow. Hey, thanks for joining us. Yeah, so that's sad. It's very sad news, and I just had to bring this to you. I didn't want to say anything while I was away because I didn't want to ruin my vacation, but I really did. I was down all week about this. It's quite a shame. Hopefully they can reconcile, and because it's not going to be Here Comes Honey Boo Boo anymore without Sugar Bear, because Sugar Bear, he provides the entertainment. He's like half high and on meth all the time. At least that's my opinion. I don't know. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to bring to you this week. I mean, just in pop culture, otherwise, you know, all the shows that we've covered, the Teen Mom 2 finale is coming up this week. Janelle had her Chad, and that's about the most exciting thing right now. But maybe we'll do a wrap-up of Teen Mom 2 once the finale airs this week. But that might not be for 2 weeks, because I hate to break it to you, but I'm going on vacation again. I take like little segmented vacations, little weekend vacations. Last week I went to New Jersey. Next week I am going to the Big Easy, Nolens, Louisiana for a few days, and I'm probably definitely not going to have time to make a video on there, but hey, if I do, I'll post. I might try to do something for you. Maybe I'll just show you the Nolens. I've never been to the Big Easy before, so I'm going to the Big Easy. So yeah, so no Saturday Night Chat next week, and if you watch my coupon videos, well, no coupon videos next week either, but hey, it happens. Sometimes you just need to get away. And someone did post on my thread, which I try not to give too much personal information, because you don't need to know too much personal information, It's just kind of how I like to be here, because that's part of like the celebrity status. People start to get to know you, who you are, and that's not really who I am here, but I am Sen Pen Traveler. Yeah, that's who I am. I'm not Bob, Jim, whatever my name is. I'm Sen Pen Traveler. But yeah, they asked me, they're like, what do you do for a living that you can go? You seem to go away a lot. I do tend to go away a lot, but a lot of my trips are focused around gambling, and if you know anything about gambling and casinos, gambling, it's gambling, but there's many perks to come along with gambling. God does not agree with gambling, most likely. I'm not a very religious person, but as far as I know, gambling is not very accepted by the good Lord. But here's how it works, and I'll tell you exactly how it worked last weekend. I stayed for 4 nights in Atlantic City, in New Jersey. I paid for 1 night. I paid for Saturday night, because unless you're a big gambler, Saturday nights are usually pretty hard to get complimentary as the casino, which basically they can give you a comp room from past play, which basically just shows that you're probably going to come back again, and most likely you will lose to the house, and you're going to end up spending money in the meantime. But you have a chance to win, so into my mind, it's actually, rather than going and paying $200 for a hotel, I'll get a free hotel room and take $200 to gamble with. Maybe I'll turn that $200 into $400. It happens. But the way I play that system, again, I stayed for 4 nights. I paid for 1. I stayed for 3 nights for free. I stayed 2 nights at Bally's, Atlantic City, and I stayed 1 night at the Borgata. My Bally's room, I had a corner room. I had a freaking humongous soaking tub with these big windows, and it was wild. But again, I only paid tax. I think you pay like $13 a night in tax. So that's all I paid because of my past gambling there. So, I mean, 9 chances out of 10 you will lose. But the cool thing is that rather than spending the money on a hotel room, I can just gamble with it, have fun, and I get the room for free. So that's kind of like, I'm going to New Orleans now. I'm coincidentally staying at a casino where I'm able to get free rooms, which I'm actually getting help from a friend here that have an extra room, and they're hooking me up since I don't really have too much play with that corporation. But even though it's the same corporation that does Bally's, but New Orleans is hard because they only have 1 casino, so you got to be a pretty bigger player to stay there for free. But yeah, so that's how I go on vacation a lot, because you do lose to most times gambling, but the casinos will take care of you. They'll give you free food, free rooms. A lot of the times, I used to go away. I was unemployed for like a year, and I would go away like to Atlantic City like all the time, because it's a free room, free food. I'd cash my unemployment check and go to Atlantic City. Oh, I did. And I'm sure I'll catch hate for that, but hey, I paid in, so I don't want to hear it. But yeah, I would go to Atlantic City and gamble my unemployment check and come home. A lot of the times I lost, but most of the times, it was just fun. It was fun. So, yeah, so that's why I'm allowed to leave you every once in a while, and it doesn't really cost me that money. Well, I have a decent job. Yeah. And again, I don't have any children running around to take care of, so that's a plus. I've got a cat, and that's the cheapest child that you can have. And it's not even my child, so. But I do clean the litter box out for him, because I'm a nice guy. Okay, this video, I blabbered like 4 minutes on gambling and Casino 101. But yeah. Alright, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, I'm sorry, it just sucks. And, say a little prayer tonight for Mama June and Sugar Bear that they can get their marriage back together. Please do. Alright, until like 2 weeks from now, maybe, or next week if I pop in sometime. You get my drift. Later. Bye.
This is Saturday, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Yes.